Hello, welcome back to Life as Mrs. C.
Oh, that was nice. Sorry, I was adjusting my glasses.
Hello, welcome back to Life as Mrs. C.
Hi, my name is Ruth.
And I'm Lydia.
And we've got a very beautiful episode for you today.
Called The Joys of Marriage or
The Beauty of Marriage.
Yes.
Oh, so we spent some time thinking about it, reflecting, and we've picked a few things that we'd like to share with you.
Yes, from our short journey
Yep.
thus far, still going, God willing.
Absolutely, definitely.
We shouldn't forget.
Ooh, yes.
God willing. So we're going to share with you the few things that we have found exciting, joyful, or beautiful.
So the first point that we have is how marriage represents Christ and the church. And this is super, super profound.
Deep.
It is deep.
Stuff.
It is deep.
Like it needs a whole topic on its
Absolutely.
own. But obviously, like
we'll just try and summarize from our experience, our thoughts. So it's so deep to the point that even when I think about it, it's like I almost get a new revelation all the time. Because it reminds me of sacrifice. It reminds me of how
giving
sinful,
to oneself.
Yep, how sinful we are as individuals, and how, because we're constantly in our marriage, we're constantly apologizing and trying our best to forget and starting a new slate. And even in that, we choose to still love each other and continue despite any of the difficult things that we may go through. And when you think about it, you think about Christ and what he did for the church and how much he has not given up, or he did not give it up on us despite how sinful we were. You're just like, oh,
I know.
and that's the thing that I'm walking in.
Yeah,
It's just,
literally.
it's
like,
deep.
It's exciting, and I think in one sense it's also humbling to
Yeah.
know that God picked you to be the person to represent this beautiful thing called
Marriage.
Marriage. Or rather, like, the beautiful thing that we represent is the relationship between Christ and the church.
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's
It
amazing.
is. We don't
It
deserve
is just
it.
amazing.
We don't.
No,
But
we
he still
don't.
chose us.
We don't.
It's beautiful.
And it's amazing and beautiful.
Absolutely.
In that sense, which it brings me to the point of the privilege of acceptance.
Yeah.
Because you realize that in this relationship there is so much imperfection.
Yeah.
But then there's like perfectness in imperfection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're also experiencing the goodness of the Lord in that journey. And then just the whole privilege of acceptance by another person who sees the inner you.
Yeah.
Guys,
The
marriage
good, the bad,
exposes you.
the ugly. And they still accept
I know,
you.
like they look at you and they still love you, and you look at them and you still love them. Like, it's just beautiful.
It's nice to be accepted, with
Yeah.
all my insecurities, with all the things that I've done wrong or I do wrong sometimes. It's just nice to have that one person who's like, I chose you and I have accepted you for who you are and who you're going to reveal yourself to in the future.
Yeah, because we love to have a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
And when you know that
definitely.
you have, a person that accepts you for who you are, it's amazing.
It's really
just
nice.
Beautiful.
It is.
Really joyous.
As human beings, that's just something that I think we love.
Yep.
Being accepted in different areas of our lives, it's a beauty to be accepted by different people, and it's just nice to have this one person in marriage who accepts you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I know.
Third point, companionship. The beauty of marriage. About companionship, having a friend, having that one person.
That one person, my friend.
Yeah. The one you can just call and talk about the silliest of things. Share the silliest of Facebook, whatever stuff that you've seen, and you sent to Messenger. Oh, look at this. This one person.
I know.
And you can just talk about your embarrassing moment. Oh, you never guess what happened today. I tripped and fell.
Oh, yeah, that's embarrassing.
Oh, that's embarrassing. You trip and fall in front of people.
Oh, yeah, in front of people.
Oh yeah, if you're by yourself, it's okay. You just catch
And then
up.
you're wearing a flared dress.
Yeah. Are people talking about the experiences? We'll keep quiet.
Guys.
But
Like, I think it's just,
it's really nice.
beautiful.
The same way you have friends, and it's amazing having friends who are there for you.
Yeah.
And you know, they're your companion, they're your
Yes.
friend, they're your ride and die, you know. And you're just like, and you have this other person who is your best friend.
Yeah.
And it's just so nice to have a best friend who makes
Yeah.
you angry, who makes you so happy, who's just,
you know,
all my emotions.
It's so funny.
It's just
because this relationship is like, it's this person that gets really on your nerves, like your last nerves. And then they're the person that make you extremely
so
excited,
happy.
like extremely happy.
Literally, one end to another. You're like, am I the same person? But it's really nice to have that
lovely.
companionship.
It is lovely. And yeah, you know that one person.
Yeah, it's
phone
beautiful.
calls. I think I get it a lot. Like, my husband likes this thing when he comes up with an idea, right? If he's working from home, you just see he pops to the bedroom. Just even when I don't understand it. But you know what? You learn the art of showing that you're listening.
Yeah,
even when
you know he's gonna watch
understand.
this.
I know he will.
But it's true. You have to show excitement because they're excited. And you're like, oh wow, tell me more.
You know, there are certain things I talk about where, like, it doesn't excite him, but it's just a thing of, yeah, my wife is talking. And
No,
he's there,
it's true.
He's like,
it's so true.
Really? And you know, just that thing where you have somebody who is actually excited to hear your voice.
Or like when the football team loses and you're like, oh no, and you're just
you
like, I
people
have
who watch
no
football.
clue, but oh maybe. But I think he knows. But he still comes and tells me, it's like, oh, okay, so, you know, Man United is this. And I'm like, oh no, who scored? Like, it's just nice to have a friend.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him about all my ridiculous stuff. Like, oh, guess what happened at work today? Oh, this is how I feel.
Work drama.
Work drama, I think work drama, he gets it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this happened.
That
Oh,
makes
I'm
the
really
two of
sad
us.
because of something that happened at work. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's just nice.
Somebody who keeps up with your hormonal problems.
He's really sweet.
Yeah.
He's really sweet.
Yeah,
so it's really nice. It's just nice to have the one
nice.
person. Yeah, my friend. Oh, what's our fourth point?
Which brings us to, it also enlarges your knowledge base. But obviously with this one, I need to put a disclaimer. We talked about it, reflected it, and that's our vision. Like, for us, one of the joys has been that our knowledge base has increased, which I know that probably might not be the case for everybody. And this is why they say that who you marry, it's like,
really
you know, apart
important.
from you becoming a Christian, like getting saved,
The next
your marriage
one.
partner is one of the most important decisions that you can make, because it
Absolutely.
also speaks a lot about who you want to be
And
in
who
the
you
future.
are.
And who you are. Yeah, that's true.
It tells a lot about who you are and who you want to be.
Yeah, I think I've learned, you know, quite a lot. Like, my husband and I are different in terms of personality, even the way we think through things. And it's just exciting, like, when there's a situation when we both explore our options from each one's point of view, and then you come together and, you know, you begin to think, that route you used in thinking about it, that's good.
Yeah.
And then so, you know, you come together, you bounce off each other, and it's
just,
really,
it's so good.
it's really nice.
If you think about it, you're two different people and you're coming togetger to make one person.
Yeah.
And that's like an extra brain, you know.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
An extra brain.
You know? It's amazing. And when you merge it well together, it just merges beautifully, and you're like, you can do wonders together.
I
You
know.
really can. And I feel like I have learned so much from having Timelo as my husband. Like, the way he thinks, one way, even though sometimes we may clash, but either way, the way he thinks, you know, but still, you then realize that, the way he's thinking, and then you put with the way you're thinking, and then together you're like, this makes something, you know. And like, just other things that he's interested in, and things of, like, just in general, like things of the world, or like politics or history, and he's talking to me about it. I'm like, and
the way I watch
learned
history,
so much.
History, economics, you guys.
So
sometimes I don't even understand myself. Like, I talk about stuff to do with the economy and whatever, and I'm like, Lydia, is that you? Yeah.
No, I've learned so much, especially about history from me. I've learned so much. I'm like, where was I?
Like, we watch quite a lot of documentaries, so it's exciting. Like, you know, you become this other person that is exciting. Like, you know, when you learn something new about yourself, and you're like, I love this part of me.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's super nice. It's so beautiful. And I think marriage just is a beautiful thing. It's hard, but it's beautiful.
It's hard, but it's beautiful.
But today we're just talking about the beauty. So it's beautiful.
The
beauty of marriage. It's just, it's a joy. It's a joy. It really is. And when you really think about the beauty of it as well, sometimes we can concentrate so much on the difficulties or the hardness of it that you forget that there's so much beauty in this thing.
You know, for me, I think what actually makes it beautiful and what actually makes even that companionship, or like all the points that we've mentioned, you know, bring out the beauty, is when the parts that you think are hard, you work through them. Like, I'm not saying sweeping your issues under the carpet. I literally mean, like, they're on the surface, face them head-on collision.
Head-on collision.
Yes, like that. Like, you face them head-on.
Yeah, deal with your problems.
Like, deal with your problems. It's exciting when you pass that path.
Yeah, and then you look back, you're like, gosh, I've learned.
You know,
No, it's a beautiful thing, and it's created by God, so of course it's
beautiful. Everything He created
is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for watching. Until next time,
please don't forget to subscribe and
hit the notification bell for the next episode.